This tutorial is about the constraint wheel. What the hell is a constraint wheel, you may ask? It's similar to the constraint hinge that we saw previously, but this one only the first object can rotate, and it also have like a suspension thing option. So let's see how it works. I have here made like an a work of art of like a vehicle. Um, it's just a box with like a prefab wheel and a prefab light on top. As you can see how interesting the wheel are made in this game. It's low poly, so what they did is that they put like an alpha like to have like a round outer, so to hide the low poly count, which I find really cool. But the thing is that since this is an alpha, you want to be sure like this doesn't cast shadow, so clip light is set to false. So let's get started. The wheel and the middle, they are all the two of them, they are wall model because they will move. Everything here will be like physics. So the body is set to like a wall model with like a box physics, and the wheel it's not set yet. We need to do it. So I put wheel model 4 in highlight F3. And what I will do is that I will center marker, Shift X again, and I will what I will do is that I will add a new object, and it will be for the physics, because this is round, right? So we want a physics shape capsule this time. There's no cylinder, sadly. And what we want to do with this capsule is we want to rotate it to like make it like the good side, and then we want to change the radius to something smaller to make it fit. You can see like in the view here, and also the length something smaller, and then the mass of it, which could be like 3 and then 1.5. So the problem is that it's not a cylinder, but it will still work well because it's round. And then what we must do is to be sure that if I can click the little box. Also, you can see if you don't see like where I'm clicking with the mouse, you can just watch in HD. You'll see it. The physics shape need to be to none because we set our own like capsule physics shape. That's important. And next thing, we'll add the famous constraint wheel. So constraint wheel as an object. This one can be out of the world model because it's like it will attach different world model. I put it in the wheel folder, so I have like I made a folder with all the elements for one wheel, and then it will be easier to duplicate it. For the constraint itself, it's not like the right rotation. Like you can see if I isolate it, you can see how it looks. There's like a little wheel to say that the side it will rotate, like the pivot. So I need to rotate it. It's not the right side. I will rotate it to like to be like this, you know, so it's point out. So that's like 270 rotation. So it will rotate correctly. And then what I want to set this time, we will have the link to 2 physics objects instead of only one. So what the first object will need to be the wheel itself, so the world model 4, and the second object will be the body, which is world model 3. It's important to respect this order because the first one is the one that can rotate, the other one cannot. That's the why constraint wheel is useful. And then we can set suspension. We want to set it something, it's in like centimeter, So 5 centimeter up, 5 centimeter down, which is not much, but it will be correct. And then the strength, I think maybe 0.5 and 0.5, because that's from, if we click on it, there's like question mark we can read, and it's from 0 to 1. I think this is it. We don't want to, we could also make it breakable. Maybe something like, but I don't want to make it breakable, but it could be funny, like if to have the wheel like pop out, if you want. And again, if you want to make it breakable, use a force something like 20, right? Just to be sure it will break to some force. But we won't make it breakable for this for now. I think that's it. There's oh, also that's pretty cool. You can have a break command also. Like when it breaks, you can send like code, like a script. That's cool. So I think this is it. What I want to do then is to copy. Like I want to select all my wheel and I want to copy it to do like the 4 wheel. So Alt D and just like drag it. But actually before doing that, important is I want to create also like a physics system. So I will create it at the center of the car. So add object, and it will be physics collision system. And I want to put that inside my root folder. And for this, I can in advance add all the wheels. This is why I want to demonstrate that first. So my first wheel is called World Model 4, and when I will copy it, it will be like World Model 5, 6, 7. So you can in advance like know the names. So 4, then 5, 6, and 7. So that's 4 of them, 4 wheel. And we also want to add the body. So the World Model 3. So this physical collision system is that everything here will not collide between each other, so the physics will not glitch out like you can see in some games. And now I can now I will be able to copy my wheel. So Alt D, drag it, and I want to have it to like the same kind of like center, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 like unit of grid, and I want to do that now to the side like this, and Shift X to center, and I can rotate it 90, hold Control and rotate it like 90, like like full rotate, and then do the other one like this. So now I have all the wheel copy, and I think this is it, because we don't need to. Oh, we need to check if the constraint wheel have the good name also, just to be sure. Constraint wheel. If I check another wheel I made, like this one. So I'm using first subject is World Model 5, which is the correct name, because when we copy it will update also the name inside the settings, which is really cool. And object 2 will always be the same. It will always be, so everything is correct. We don't need to make change to everything, to all the wheel. So this is it. If I compile the map now, and test this little body. And gotta wait. So now I have this thing with the light, or we have our fabulous vehicle with the light on top, and the light is also attached. I couldn't show that after. And now if I push it, you can see like the wheel will like it will work, right? So the wheel will like rotate like it was a vehicle. So it's working. You can even like put some grenade there. Let's go. Oh yeah, it's flying, boys. Okay, so I will show you also. Oh, I attached the light because I don't think I mentioned how attach work. We could do this real quick. If I go inside my body world model, you can see here attachment, and if you click the little dot here, you can open like this windows. And what I'm doing is that I copy the name of all the world model I want to be attached to this world model, and they are all separated by a semicolon, and that's it. So if you can see, the name are pretty long, so it's hard to read, but it's the light oval yellow, and also the glowing part of the light. In this object, it's here, light oval yellow. If I select it, you can see select the light, and it's called light oval yellow dot glow and light oval yellow base. That's the two world model of the light. Well, the light object, and then I also attach the light. There's the light object, the object itself, and then there is the light entity also, which is a light cube here with like the yellow light, and this is also light cube 00. This is also attached. So that's it for this tutorial. Next we'll see another cool constraint.